Welcome to Instant Story. No Instant Story. Answer Challenge. Episode 20, Part 2. In this episode, we're going to start from number 5. Reading about 10 movies that, what? Banned,
Ban
right?
it for
10
stupid
movies,
reason.
Yes. 10 family films banned from 4 stupid reason. We're going to start our second part, Aceng Tony, with number 5. And Mr. Deden, we're going to read this point and then translate it to you guys.
Okay.
Okay? Mr. Deden, you may read number 5.
Well, number 5 is about abominable
Abominable.
Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia.
Banned in Vietnam, Philippines,
banned in
and
Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay.
Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia all banned abominable.
Okay.
A DreamWorks animation film featuring the adventures of a Yeti.
Yes.
A Yeti and an adventurous girl. Why? Because the film uses a map which features a variant of the 9-dash line, a controversial demarcation line used to claim total China's ownership of a section of the South China Sea that multiple countries, including Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia, have territorial claims over.
Okay.
Film abominable
Abominable.
di
Yeah.
negara Vietnam dibanned di Vietnam, Filipina, dan Malaysia.
Okay.
Negara Vietnam, Filipina, dan Malaysia semuanya ditahan melarang film abominable. A DreamWorks animation film featuring the adventures of a Yeti and an adventurous girl. Why?
Okay.
Begitu enaknya ya cara bacanya.
Okay.
Sebuah apa namanya? Rumah produksi mungkin ya?
Ya.
DreamWorks animation film.
Film animasi
si
DreamWorks yang
featuring itu apa sih? Bekerja sama gitu.
Featuring menampilkan.
Menampilkan The Adventures of a Yeti and an Adventurous Girl. Why?
Why?
Petualangan Yeti.
Seorang Yeti.
Dan
Yeti itu hewan, Pak.
Yeti hewan.
Seekor Yeti. Yeti itu hewan kayak beruang itu, gini.
Oh.
Yeti itu gini.
Itu Yeti.
Yeti itu kayak beruang gitu.
Emang bahasa Inggris ya Yeti itu?
Yeti jenis hewan ya gini.
Oh.
Itu jenis hewan, Pak.
Ini trailernya.
Hewan di es biasanya di salju.
Yeti
Kutub Utara.
and Adventurous Girl.
Ini Adventurous Girl-nya ini.
Oh iya benar sih.
Si Yeti and an Adventurous Girl.
Dan gadis petualang gitu ya?
Ya. Kenapa?
Because the film uses a map which features a variant of the 9-dash line. Karena film itu menggunakan sebuah peta yang menampilkan berbagai
sebuah variasi
9-dash line. 9-dash line.
9-dash line. 9 garis putus-putus.
9 garis putus-putus, garis demarkasi kontroversial yang digunakan untuk mengklaim kepemilikan total Tiongkok atas bagian laut Cina Selatan yang berganda. Mudah sekali.
Oke.
Multiple countries yang berganda. Apa sih? Klaim total yang menggunakan sebuah kontroversial demarkasi.
Demarkasi sih?
Demarcation tadi?
Jangan. Langsung baca aja lah. Biar gak kelamaan.
Garis demarkasi kontroversial yang digunakan untuk mengklaim kepemilikan total Tiongkok atas bagian laut Cina Selatan yang dimiliki oleh banyak negara termasuk Vietnam, Filipina, dan Malaysia.
Wow, we have to have trouble to translate this goddamn useless video.
Number 4,
Back to the Future, China. Okay, China banned Back to the Future for depicting of all things time travel. The state administration of radio, film, and television explained the ban by saying the time travel in media threats serious in a frivolous way, which should by no means be encouraged anymore. The ban might not make very much sense, but then again, neither did Back to the Future.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Back to the Future. I will continue. Back to the Future China. Time to translate this article, right? China banned Back to the Future. China melarang Back to the Future for depicting untuk menampilkan of all things time travel karena menampilkan semua hal yang berkaitan dengan perjalanan waktu. The State of Administration of Radio, Film, and Television explain administrasi pemerintah mungkin ini. Administrasi radio, televisi dan administrasi radio, film, dan televisi negara Cina menjelaskan the ban by saying that the time travel immediate threats. Menjelaskan tentang larangan by saying dengan mengatakan semuanya berat. The ban by saying that time travel immediate threat serious history in every
Ini benar-benar mulai kacau ini pemirsa.
Villa aku mabuk. Gini aja lah, cepet.
Ini
Menjelaskan larangan itu dengan mengatakan bahwa perjalanan waktu itu perjalanan waktu di media memperlakukan secara serius dengan cara yang sembrono yang seharusnya tidak didorong lagi. Gitu doang. Oke. The ban might not make very much sense, but then again, neither did Back to the Future. Larangan itu tidak masuk akal, tapi sama juga dengan film Back to the Future yang sama-sama tidak masuk akal juga.
Okay.
Jadi larangan itu nggak masuk akal, filmnya juga nggak masuk akal. That's the 2 point of this argument.
Stupid reasons.
Yes.
Number 3, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, Arab language.
Arab League.
Arab League.
Hang on. Oh, masih recording. Oke. Hang on, Pak. Oke.
You probably would not be able to guess offhand why the Arab League banned Wonder Woman. Lebanon pulled the film from distribution because Gal Gadot, the lead actress, served for 2 years in the Israeli Defense Force and has expressed support for Israel and on social media. Because of their history of conflicts with Israel, Lebanon bans the purchase of Israeli products. Although Lebanon did allow the release of the film Batman versus Superman. Dawn of Justice, featuring Gadot, despite despite a movement to boycott it. Oh, boycott bahasa Inggris.
Iyalah.
Ada apa bahasa Indonesia boycott?
Bahasa Indonesia ngambil.
Oh iya. Rania Masri, a member of the campaign to boycott supporters of Israel, Lebanon, said releasing Wonder Woman in Lebanon would be normalizing relations with an enemy state, something they refused to do. Tunisia and Qatar also banned the film for much the same reasons. Oke, klik kanan. Wonder Woman, film Wonder Woman di
Liga Arab. Oke.
You probably would not be able to guess offhand why the Arab League banned Wonder Woman. Kamu mungkin tidak akan bisa menebak
secara langsung. Offhand itu secara segera gitu. Segera, secara cepat.
Kenapa Liga Arab melarang film Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Lebanon pulled the film from distribution because Gal Gadot.
Langsung aja.
Negara Lebanon menarik film itu dari distribusi because Gal Gadot, the lead actress, pemeran utama gitu ya.
Yeah.
Served for 2 years in the Israeli Defense Force and has expressed support for Israel on social media. Gal Gadot dia itu
aktris utama.
Aktris utama itu melayani gitu ya. Melayani selama 2 tahun.
Ya, di
Israel.
Di force kekuatan tentara Israel Defense Force.
Defense Force itu apa sih?
Tentara Israel Defense Force itu.
Oh, Israel Defense
Jadi
Force.
Gadot itu used to be prajurit ya itu, used to be tentara.
Oh.
Angkatan angkatan pertahanan.
Gadot itu angkatan pertahanan di Israel dan dia selalu dia telah menunjukkan dukungan untuk negara Israel di sosial media. Because of their history of conflicts with Israel, karena sejarah mereka konflik dengan Israel. Lebanon ini ya. Lebanon bans the purchase of Israeli products.
Yes.
Lebanon melarang pembelian produk-produk Israel. Meskipun Lebanon did allow the release of the film Batman vs Superman. Meskipun Lebanon mengizinkan peluncuran film Batman vs Superman yang berjudul Dawn of Justice.
Yang menampilkan Gadot
despite a movement to boycott it. Walaupun ada gerakan untuk memboikot apa ya?
Yang memboikot itu. Memboikot film Batman vs Superman.
Oh iya. Rania Masri, a member of the campaign to boycott supporters of Israel. Rania Masri seorang anggota kampanye yang untuk memboikot dukungan Israel Lebanon. Said releasing, dia berkata, Wonder Woman apa sih?
Iya.
Meluncurkan
Wonder Woman di Lebanon akan
normalizing relations with an enemy state.
Akan menormalkan
hubungan
permusuhan
keadaan musuh ya. With an enemy state.
Menormalkan
hubungan dengan negara musuh, enemy state. Something they refuse to do, sesuatu yang mereka tolak untuk lakukan. Tunisia dan Qatar also banned the film, juga melarang film itu. For much the same reasons, untuk beberapa hal yang sama, alasan yang sama ya.
Yes. Number 2 is Shrek to Israel. Shrek is banned in Israel. While Lebanon banned Wonder Woman based on its lead, Israel banned a film for a completely different reason. Israel blocked the sequel of DreamWorks animation popular film Shrek for a joke in the Hebrew dub about popular Israeli singer David Dower. Apparently because of the singer's fame falsetto, a character threatens to emasculate another by saying, "Let's do a David Dower on him." This film intended to present me in perpetuity as a eunuch, a man with no testicles, and turn me into a laughing stock. Dower said to an Israeli newspaper, a Tel Aviv district court had the film removed from a handful of theaters before the distribution of the Hebrew dub decided to change the line to "Let's take a sword and neuter him," satisfying Dower's lawyer. I don't know any of the word of this of the paragraph.
Lebih susah ya.
Maybe because penulisnya cukup advance, so mungkin penulisnya emang benar-benar dari Amerika atau something, so we from Asia. Or maybe because we are so stupid and don't understand.
Maybe.
Ketika Lebanon melarang film Wonder Woman karena pemeran utamanya, Israel melarang film Shrek 2 karena alasan yang berbeda. Israel blocked the sequel of DreamWorks animation popular film Jack for a joke in the Hebrew dub. Israel Israel melarang film sequel Shrek karena candaan atau guyonan, is it?
Ya.
Karena komedi.
Joke.
Karena komedi.
Hebrew.
Komedi dalam terjemahan bahasa Yahudi berkaitan dengan penyanyi terkenal di Israel bernama David Dower. Apparently, ini aku dari sini aku udah nggak ngerti artinya apaan.
Liar anjing. Liar pemirsa, aduh. Ini Rupanya karena penyanyi falsetto yang terkenal, seorang karakter mengancam untuk mengkebiri orang lain dengan mengatakan, "Mari kita lakukan David Dower padanya." Film ini bermaksud menghadirkan saya selamanya sebagai seorang Kasim, seorang pria tanpa testis, dan mengubah saya menjadi bahan tertawaan. Kata Dower kepada Tel Aviv membuat film debut dan
Dari segelintir teater sebelum distributor pangkat bahasa Ibrani memutuskan untuk mengambil jalur menjadi mari kita mengambil pedang dan mensterilkannya, memuaskan pengacara daur.
Wih.
The last one,
Christopher Robin, China and Taiwan.
Okay.
This incident takes.
Okay.
Ini pendek. This incident takes the number 1 spot because it remains the only case in which a country blocked a film from release. What the fuck? This incident takes the number 1 spot because it remains the only case in which a country blocked a film from release because of internet.
Meme.
Because of internet meme.
Okay.
That's right. After a slew of memes spread by PewDiePie, banned it for the same reason. In July 2017, comparing China's leader Xi Jinping to children's book character Winnie the Pooh, China blocked references to Winnie on social media. This led to Christopher Robin, a film adapted from the Winnie the Pooh stories being denied a release in China.
Okay, you just simply read the shit out of the world.
Anjing. Kejadian ini ini pecundang sekali anjing.
Aing juga bingung nggak. Itu bahasanya sangat susah dimengerti.
Beda ya sama kemarin-kemarin.
Penulisnya beda kita mah goblok aja ngerti kita mah.
Kejadian ini mengambil tempat nomor 1 karena tetap satu-satunya kasus di mana suatu negara memblokir film dari rilis karena meme internet. Itu benar. Setelah serangkaian meme yang disebarkan oleh PewDiePie dilarang karena alasan yang sama. Pada bulan Juli 2017 membandingkan pemimpin Tiongkok Xi Jinping dengan karakter buku anak-anak Winnie the Pooh. Tiongkok memblokir referensi untuk Winnie di media sosial. Hal ini menyebabkan Christopher Robin, sebuah film yang diadaptasi dari kisah Winnie the Pooh, ditolak untuk dirilis di Tiongkok.
That's it. That's fast translation. So what do you think about your argument or your opinion about these sentences or article that we just read together? It is harder to understand, harder to translate.
Is it not too interesting, I think, because so flat, I think.
You feel flat and boring.
Yeah, flat and boring. The content is like what is it? Yeah, so almost same every single title.
I think we need to talk about Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto and condom is more interesting, I think.
I think there's many articles that we can try. Something like
maybe we can try Obama. What do you think if you?
Let's fast reading this.
Yes.
You read 5 without stopping, and then I will read 5 without stopping. So you read and then read openings until 5.
5 title.
In one shot, and then I will get the same from 5 to number 1.
What is your goal for?
There's no goal. Simply just read without stopping, and then simply read.
That's cool.
As enjoyable as you can, possibly can. Okay, reading time begin now.
10 biggest scandals of the Obama presidency. Perhaps it's just a nature.
This is our bonus video because there's long time. You can say this is bonus video.
This is bonus for you.
Bonus that never be taken to anyone.
Perhaps it's just the nature of the job or maybe a byproduct of the highly partisan political climate in our country, but these days every presidency is filled with innumerable scandals. Given that our current leader is embroiled in his own controversies, it might be time to look back at previous administrations. Here are 10 of the biggest scandals during Obama's presidency. Number 10, IRS targeting controversy. Tea Party and Patriots, just a couple of the words of praises the IRS was looking for when they were deciding whether or not to grant tax exempt status to certain groups. Overwhelmingly, the people who faced increased scrutiny were conservative. With nearly 500 organizations suing the government over their actions. As the head of the federal government, Obama was often linked to the scandal in the news. Revealed by an IRS official in 2013, the agency's program also targeted liberal groups, but to a much smaller extent. A number of high-ranking officials were forced to resign as investigation delved further into the corruptions. However, according to a 2014 House Republican report, Obama was not linked to any of the decisions made by the IRS.
Okay.
Number 9, you can keep it. Read it right?
Rated.
Rated the lie of the year by PolitiFact. Obama claimed in 2013 that if you like your health care plan, you can keep it. In the early years of the implementation of the Affordable Care Act, there were a number of allegations lobbed at the government which turned out to be false, such as the existence of so-called death panels. However, one true scandal was that Obama had lied about the status of people's health care plans.
Okay.
Essentially, the promise was that any policies which were in effect as of March 23, right?
Yes.
2010 20 and 10 would be grandfathered, allowing those who purchased their insurance individually to avoid change. As it turned out, that was not true, and to make matters worse, the government was aware of that fact as early as July 2010. In addition, most of those who lost their plans saw their premiums skyrocket. Number 8, Solindra. What is that, Solindra? Under President George Bush, the government created a loan program designed to foster American innovation in the field of alternative energies. However, it wasn't until the economic stimulus under Obama that the program saw its first adopter, Solindra. Hyped as a solar power startup, the company hosted the president in 2010, giving him a tour of their California-based manufacturing plant. Promising the sky, Solindra claimed to have billions of dollars in sales, and they just needed a $535 million loan to achieve their goals. Behind the scene, though, a different story was unfolding. Though Solindra stated their unique solar panels would reduce installation costs and be more attractive as a result, traditional solar panels began to rapidly decline in price, mainly thanks to the Chinese. Furthermore, the sales number promised turned out to be mainly lies, with the majority of the sales actually at heavily discounted prices. Eventually, Solindra had to file for bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy and became a stain on an otherwise successful program.
Okay.
Number 7, 2012 Benghazi attack.
Benghazi attack.
Benghazi attack. Most people associate this scandal solely with Hillary Clinton now, but at the time, Obama was just as intertwined as the former First Lady. In fact, there were calls for his impeachment over the incident. A quick overview: in 2012, armed men attacked the U.S. mission in Benghazi, Libya, and killed the ambassador and 3 other U.S. nationals. Initially believed to be linked to a video which mocked Muhammad and Islam in general. The attack was later shown to be the actions of a number of terrorists.
Yeah.
In the aftermath, 2 claims were made about the Obama administration. Firstly, they didn't deploy the military as quickly as they could have, and secondly, that they could have provided better security to the mission. After a number of investigations, most of which were spearheaded by Republicans. No administration's officials were charged with any crimes, and the beliefs was The beliefs was that inadequate
Yeah.
resources for security was the main reason behind the deaths.
Okay.
Now, the last number, right?
Yes.
Jeremiah Wright controversy. Pr- prior
Prior.
to Obama actually becoming president, a controversy threatened to derail his candidacy. In America, every candidate needs to show their religious side, and for many, it's never an issue. However, for Obama in 2008, his choice of pastor engulfed him in a storm of scandal.
Reverend.
Reverend Jeremiah Wright was an outspoken firebrand,
Yes.
firebrand of a man who began making some outlandish claims about the U.S. government. Chief among them was the idea that HIV was created to foster genocide among
Minorities.
minorities. In an online video, he also referred to the September 11th attacks as America's chickens coming home to roost. Because of those videos surfacing, Obama was forced to denounce his former spiritual leader and the occasion for his wedding to Michelle. In the end, he was able to successfully distance himself from the more incendiary comments, and Obama managed to power past Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination.
Number 5. Number 5, 400 million to Iran. Said to be the settlement of decades-long dispute dating back to the days of the Iranian Shah. $400 million was stacked on pallet and unloaded in Tehran in early 2016. To public suspicious because of the Iran nuclear deal, the money seemed to be a ransom payment, since 5 American hostages were released the same day. However, the Obama administration vociferously claimed it was merely a coincidence. An additional $1.3 billion was later provided as well. In the late 1970s, Iran was set to purchase military equipment from the U.S., but the delivery was halted because of the 1979 uprising. That was the reason the State Department used when confronted about the pallets of cash, a method used because U.S. law forbids wire transfers to the Middle East country. Eventually, they conceded the timing of the transfer was not a coincidence, that the money was used to pay the ransom for the return of the hostages. Number 4, PRISM. Under President Bush, a controversial law was enacted called the Protect America Act of 2007, criticized at the time for the removal of surveillance warrants requirement on foreign intelligence targets. It was later revealed to be the genesis for a number of domestic spying programs. Thanks to Edward Snowden, the public became aware of many of these, with one of the largest known as PRISM, or call it PRISM. Boiled down, it basically allows the NSA to go to the FISA court and request a warrant on an American citizen. They are then allowed to go to major technological companies and gather data from them, such as Google, Facebook, or Apple. Practically, though, the government had unfettered access to the communication of any citizen they wished to look at. The extent of the program is evident in the NSA-owned words calling PRISM one of the most valuable, unique, and productive in the agency's history. This access to Americans via the FISA court is now again in the news due to claim of manufactured information being used in the secret courts to gain permission to spy on the Trump campaign in the 2016 election. What the outcome of that will be, no one knows. But if true, it has the potential to make Watergate seem an insignificant blip in U.S. political history. Number 3, VA healthcare. Considering what we ask them to do in service of our nation and its goal, veterans should be treated with an incredible amount of care when they return to civilized life. In 2014, America discovered that wasn't the case. It was revealed that the Department of Veterans Affairs had been routinely underreporting the wait times of patients in a number of hospitals, especially one in Phoenix, Arizona. A secret wait list was also alleged to have been kept by administration officials, with an average wait time of 115 days kept from public view. The reasoning for this is simple grid. VA officials were able to receive pay bonuses based on the fraudulent wait times they reported. The government later admitted 23 veterans dead as a result of these lies. Various other sources, including a senator's report, claim the number was much higher, perhaps as high as 1,000 deaths. In the end, very little change, with a number of top VA officials retiring being the only consequences. Number 2, Operation Fast and Furious. Known as gun walking, otherwise this is ATF operation, was given the new moniker after one of the suspects was found to have belonged to a car club. Simplifying the whole thing, Operation Fast and Furious ran from 2009 to 2011 and consisted of government officials allowing illegal gun sales in the hopes of tracking the weapons back to Mexican cartels based in Arizona along the border. As much as $1.5 million worth of guns was purchased by smugglers. However, it quickly became evident that many of the guns were lost and soon began turning up at crime scene, including the murder of a border patrol agent in 2010. Attorney General Eric Holder was held in contempt over his refusal to supply Congress with documents related to the program, with Obama eventually invoking executive privilege at his request. Lawsuits to get those files are still ongoing as of 2019. Eventually, a couple of government officials lost their jobs, though no one was ever charged with a crime. And number 1, increased drone strikes. Strikes with unmanned aerial vehicles, otherwise known as drones, actually began under the orders of President George W. Bush. However, Obama escalated their use to unforeseen heights, more than 4 times higher than his predecessor. Proponents of the program claim it is far safer than conventional air combat, allowing the military to significantly reduce the amount of civilian death caused as a result of the bombing. Critics, however, note that civilian deaths still occur, with as many as 324 happening outside of any major war zone. Even worse, the rationale for who to target, where to target them, and when to call in the strike is shrouded in mystery. As anyone with a cursory knowledge of American intelligence history knows, the agency's tasked with surveilling the planet are not invaluable, and it results in stories like the first drone operation of Obama presidency. Purportedly, a missile hit a Taliban compound in Kut a mere 2 days after the inauguration. However, it turned out that it was actually the home of a local tribal leader and his family. Instead of killing terrorists, innocent civilians were murdered by a military operating under faulty intelligence. So, you don't know any of this translation? Are you? I understand any of what you just read?
I catch just a little, I think.
And the conclusion is?
The conclusion is nothing.
From the reading, what do you catch? Benefit you catch from the reading program? Is it any?
Reading?
Yeah. What is the benefit that you feel that you?
The power. What is it? The capable of me to translate is. What is it? Declare berkurang gitu.
Drop. Lebih drop.
Because I focus to intonation and then how to read
properly.
The sentence.
And then it makes you and it feels like it still or reduce your translation skill.
Yeah, if I read sentence by sentence, I can
catch it.
Yeah, catch it.
But when you have to take the whole paragraph, you'll blank. You will.
Yeah, while I'm reading and then focus the word, my brain is so
stuck. And it delivers no information in your conscious mind.
No.
So you feel blank. You feel useless.
Feel blank. Even when you read this,
paragraph or
this paragraph, maybe just a little, maybe about the
drones.
Reduce the bombing.
Using of drones.
Yeah.
NSA. Anyway, this useless program must be ended. Almost 30 minutes speaking and talking this useless bonus that no one going to take. Thank you for everyone who's watching this video. I think there's only 1 or 2 eyes watching this video. Maybe this video will only get 1 or 2 views maximal. I think if I can make a gambling, I gamble this video only get 10 views much.
No, you're wrong. 5.
Good.
Let's see you next week, right?
Inshallah. Thank you for your attention. If anyone watching this video